If you are a software developer and you want to build your first startup, or you want to build a side hustle which can put a little more money in your pocket, then this video is perfect for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can build your first tech startup working as a professional, or how you can build a side hustle which will help you to put a little more money in your bank account. So what is unique about this video series? So along with giving you idea about how you can build your startup, I am also going to build a product, and along with the explanations, I am going to implement those explanation on my product. And at the end of this video series, I am going to launch that product into the market. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would suggest you to hit the subscribe button. Hey everyone, this is Kamran and I'm an experienced software developer, and I have been working with startup for a long time. I started my career with a startup, so I know how a startup build their product from scratch. And in this video, I'm going to talk all about how you can also build a product from scratch. I have also tried to build few startups, but unfortunately they failed. And currently also along with working in a multinational company, I am a co-founder of a small startup. So if you are thinking that working as a professional, you can't build your own startup, then I will explain you how exactly you can do that. I'm going to talk about 5 parts of building a startup, and in each part I'm going to get into the detail of that part, and along with that I'm gonna build up a new startup in these video series so that it will help you to understand each part of the journey of the startup in detail. So after watching this video, if any one of you become the next Ritesh Agarwal, you have to give me share of your company. So if you are a software developer, then I have a big surprise for you at the end of the video. So keep watching the video till the end. And now let's talk about those 5 parts of the journey of the startup. So the first part and the base of a startup is always a good idea. So according to me, idea is the most overrated and as well as the most underrated part of a startup. Underrated because as a software developer, whenever we get a good idea, we start building that idea into a product. And once we are ready with the product, then we do a research on that idea and then come to know that the idea is not that successful in the market, or else we find out that this idea is already existing in the market and not to perform that well. So idea is underrated because we don't put much research about the idea before getting to convert that idea into a product. And I also said that the idea is most overrated because most of us, we keep thinking that one day we will get this out of the world idea and then we are going to build a startup on that and become a multimillionaire overnight. But that is not a good approach. The approach should be, we should start with a small idea but with the well researched idea, and then later on we can develop that idea and get the whole product out of that. So once you have a good idea which you can convert into a product, then you should start thinking a business out of it. So that is the second part where you have to think of a business as a startup, because a good idea will not pay your bills or the salary of your employees. So you have to think to generate a business out of it, or you just have to think how you are going to make a lot of money out of this idea. Unless you have an idea how you are going to generate the money out of your idea, the whole idea of startup is useless. So now you have to sit and think how you are going to make a lot of money out of your idea. Even if you are thinking of selling pani puri online, then you have to sit and think the list of ways that you can make money out of it. So once you have an idea and you know how to generate a business out of it, then comes the third part, which is very important before getting into the hands of the users. Before you put your product in the hands of the user, the very important part is branding. So in this competitive world, there is very less chance that you are going to get the out of the box idea and you are the only one working on the same idea, right? So you are going to have a lots of competition in this world, and to make sure that your product is ahead of other competitors, then you have to work a lot on the branding. And branding includes the styling, designing, logo, color panel, everything you should make so attractive that user will always choose your product over all other products. So in order to be in a competitive world, the branding is very important. Once the product branding is done, now we are going to talk about the fourth part, which you can run parallel to the third part. While branding of the product, you have to actually build the product. And this is where the software developer role comes in picture. We have to build this product from a scratch, and we have to build in such a manner that tomorrow when we are going to make this startup into a multinational company or big company, then it should work smoothly and you don't have to do any rework. So I have noticed that many startups at the start of their journey, they start with the coding and they keep adding features in the code base, and they don't look on the quality of the code. And later on when they grow, they find it difficult to maintain that code because they haven't put that much effort and focus on the quality of the code. So we have to make sure that the quality of the code from the beginning should be very good. And in this part of the video series, I'm gonna explain you what are the things you should keep in mind before getting started with building a product code. Now it's the time for that surprise I was talking, and that is that I'm going to share the code of the product which I'm going to build in this series with all the viewers. And for that, you should hit the subscribe button and leave your comment if you also want the code base of the startup which I'm going to build. Now till these parts, we are ready with the product whose branding is done, whose idea is good, and we are ready to make our money out of this. And we have built the product from the scratch and we have the product in hand now. Now is the fifth and very important part, and that is getting into the market. So now is the time when you are going to put your product into the market and you are going to put the product in the hands of the user. And now is the time when you are going to get some real feedback from the users, and this feedbacks will help you to make your product better. And in this part, we are going to discuss all about how as a developer and as a working professional, how we can maintain to bring our product to the market and how we can plan to market our product in this competitive world. So I hope this video help you to get the basics of the 5 points, and later on I am going to get into the detail of these 5 points in this video series. So hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so next time when I'm going to upload the next part of this video, you are going to get notified on your feed. So I am too excited to build this startup from the scratch, and I hope you are also. So let's get into the journey of this startup. So happy coding everyone, see you in the next video.